Well, in looking back on it, I just feel that from the time the mission was over, for the next couple of years, I was in a period of just discomfort that I characterized as depression, or despair, anxiety, apprehension, questioning my own ability to perform. Since then, I've learned to characterize it more as a fear, a concern that I would not measure up to my own standards, that I wouldn't look good in front of people. And I think that that's not something that astronauts alone share. Many people have those same fears, and they may call them depressions. They're periods of discomfort. And it was pretty much straight depression during those 2 or 3 years before I was hospitalized at an Air Force base for psychiatric evaluation. There were periods of excitement when I would travel and meet different people or get wrapped into something that had nothing to do with my job at that point. Generally, the day-to-day activities I didn't care for because I didn't care for the way I was apparently measuring up to my own high standards.
You talk about the depression that you suffered at this time. What form did this depression take?
Well, depression that I experienced was in the form of a fear, a desire to stay inside of yourself, not to go out and talk to people, a very self-conscious feeling, one that would lead you to wanting to stay in bed and not get up at all, to be afraid to open the door and go out and shop in the market, to be very conscious of other people watching you, almost a paranoia. And since then, I've learned that a lot of alcoholics experience this kind of fear and concern and apprehension and share the same self-centeredness. And what it really is a self-directed concern. It's a very inflated ego, but it's directing all of your attention inside. And even though it's so uncomfortable, the way that you get out of this fear and depression is by getting out of yourself, getting involved in activities that slowly get you to start thinking about other people. To the extent that you can begin to help other people, then you can begin to not be so concerned about your own thoughts.
Well, then you sought help, as you've explained, from the psychiatrists, and what did you learn from them?
I'm not sure really what I learned. I learned that it was okay to not be perfect all the time. And that in itself gave me a bit of relief. To having been demanding perfection out of myself and then seeing that I couldn't do that, and then learning that it was okay to do that, and it was also all right to tell people about that.